Since the founding fathers, the love of the land is something buried deep inside of us. It is our heritage, our history, our passion. And we are its greatest stewards. From the smallest blades of grass to the widest of nature's wonders, this is who we are. This is Hayden Outdoors Life on the Land. Hayden Outdoors Life on the Land is brought to you by Outdoor Lending. We find the best loan for your land. Western Heritage Consulting and Engineering. Envision, Design, Build. Hayden Outdoors, the brand that sells the land. And True Timber, the world's best-selling camo.
Welcome to Hayden Outdoors Life on the Land. I'm your host, Alan Treadwell. On this episode, we start in Colorado on a legacy ranch with dramatic views of the Colorado Front Range before heading to Nebraska to check out a fully operational buffalo ranch on beautiful short grass prairie. And then it's out to Wyoming to check out an incredible ranch with excellent views and gorgeous meadows just 5 miles from Keyhole Reservoir. And finally, we wind up in Kansas to check out a premier ranch with cropland, a working cattle operation, and endless recreational opportunities. And while we showcase a few select listings on each episode, Hayden Outdoors has hundreds of properties from coast to coast listed on haydenoutdoors.com. Now let's head out to Oklahoma, where I had the opportunity to be part of an iconic event that's been going on for over 50 years. Since 1967, right in the middle of our nation's heartland and the great state of Oklahoma, the Grand National Quail Club has put on an annual invitational hunt, the Grand National Quail Hunt, where special hunt guests and celebrities alike all come out to have a good time and share in one of this country's great pastimes, hunting the bobwhite quail.
When you think of the Grand National, there's really kind of three separate parts of the Grand National, correct?
Well, it's actually four, because we have the Gun Club, which is where we are today. We have the Quail Club, which is the main mother organization. Then we have the Quail Foundation, which is what I've been chairman of now. And then we have the Past Shooters Council.
It really is such an honor to be part of this legendary event. There's a clay shooting competition, dinners, and ultimately the hunt that everything is centered around. And I was enjoying visiting with some of the folks that have been so instrumental in the development through the years.
Well, the main mission really, it started out with the first hunts was the economic development, showcasing Enid, Northwest Oklahoma, as far as the hopes of showing people a good time.
Back in 1966, there were three gentlemen ended up going to the one-shot antelope hunt in Wyoming. And that was our governor here in Oklahoma, a guy named Harold Grondike, and a guy named Evans Chambers. And so they loved that idea of having a hunt to showcase their state, and Wyoming was doing that. So they decided that, well, why don't we do that in Oklahoma, but let's do it with quail.
How long have you been a part of the Grand National?
Oh, I'm not really an old timer. I guess about 25 years.
25 years?
Something like that, yeah.
You're talking about 25 years ago, somewhere in that neck of the woods, you brought me out here as a member of the USA shooting team. And we came out and we did some shooting and got to be a part of this event, and it's pretty darn neat to come back this year as kind of an inductee into it.
As a new Bobby,
Yeah.
it is. Yeah. Well, it's a big event here in Enid, and the guys that come again and again. They do such a heck of a good job here, and welcoming the whole city. Actually, this is a big deal.
You know, it's a neat organization. I mean, there's one thing that no matter what I've done my whole life, whether it's from the USA Shooting side or you know, working in outdoor television, and now with Hayden Outdoors, you know, spending a lot of time on land, you know, life on the land. I mean,
right.
Conservation is a theme that comes up over and over and over again, and I know that's such an important part to the Grand National, the conservation.
Absolutely. You know, they work hard at it. They work a lot with fish and game and quail forever, and so we're partnered with a lot of people here.
Like I said, it really is such an honor and privilege to be able to take part in such an event as this. And after we had a great time shooting and visiting with everyone, I was beyond excited to get out in the field.
For more information about any of the properties featured on Life on the Land, visit www.haydenoutdoors.com. Your work is your ethic. Your handshake is your bond. Your word will outlive you. There's only so much you can leave behind in this life. Make your land your legacy. Landowners nationwide trust Western Heritage with their land enhancement and development. No matter what the project is, Western Heritage will make sure your future is in good hands. Your own. Resting in northeast Wyoming lies a cattle ranch that has hit the market for the first time in generations. The Old Sundance Road Ranch offers 15,534 deeded acres located just a few miles west of Sundance in the shadows of the beautiful Black Hills region. This classic western ranch provides owners with historic improvements including 3 farmhouses, barns, and cattle ranch buildings with excellent haying and grazing opportunities. Inyan Kara Creek runs through the property and offers excellent water for livestock and wildlife alike. The property is well fenced and cross-fenced and has facilities for working cattle on site. Old Sundance offers excellent hunting for elk, both mule deer and white-tailed deer, turkeys, and small game. In addition, just 5 miles away lies Keyhole Reservoir that's known for amazing fishing and recreational opportunities. With great location, active cattle management, recreational opportunities, and beautiful views of ponderosa pine-covered hills, this multi-use ranch is second to none and a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. For a private tour of Old Sundance Road Ranch, contact Dax Hayden or Bill Vasick today or visit haydenoutdoors.com. This segment of Hayden Outdoors Life on the Land is brought to you by Outdoor Lending. We find the best loan for your land.
Now let's head to Elbert County, Colorado to check out a property agent Jim Digby has listed, Wildflower Ranch.
The Wildflower Ranch is a true generational legacy ranch in southwest Elbert County, Colorado. The ranch boasts rolling pastures, rocky bluffs, pine forest, abundant wildlife, and dramatic views of the Colorado Front Range Mountains. The 4,000 square foot home offers 4 bedrooms and 4.5 bathrooms with a large open living space. Outside, you'll find a beautiful front porch, a swimming pool, and an oversized 2-car detached garage. The home is off-grid with a primary solar array, a backup solar array, a backup 12-kilowatt generator, and propane. The property is fenced and cross-fenced and is rich in deep water resources, featuring 1,301 acre-feet per year of determined water rights from 5 aquifers. The Wildflower Ranch combines everything a buyer would want, leaving little to be desired.
Now let's head to Banner County, Nebraska to check out a property agent Clay Owen has listed, Rocky Hollow Buffalo Company.
Rocky Hollow Buffalo Company is a fully operational buffalo ranch located in the Panhandle region of Nebraska, sitting within 2 hours of Lake McConaughey. The ranch boasts approximately 2,528 acres of beautiful shortgrass prairie. Topography of the ranch is rolling hills of native grassland and rock outcroppings. The ranch is also enrolled in a CRPG contract for the next 13 years that provides a constant return while still allowing the owner to graze the ranch. The ranch has plenty of improvements, including 2 homes, a large 60 by 42 foot Morton building, a large livestock barn, and multiple outbuildings. There are high fence working facilities with an oversized hydraulic squeeze chute to handle the bison. This is an opportunity that doesn't come often, offering a new owner the opportunity of a lifetime.
And finally, we wind up in Crook County, Wyoming to check out a recently sold property listed by Dax Hayden and Bill Vasick, Inyan Kara Creek Ranch.
The Inyan Kara Creek Ranch is really the perfect size, and its location is second to none.
Yes, it is. It's an excellent property, a lot of variety of terrain. The creek meanders through the whole east end of this property.
You know, this ranch is just over 900 acres, and the diversity of this 900 acres and the way it lives, I mean, it lives like a ranch twice its size.
It does. It starts with the sub-irrigated bottoms and valleys almost in every direction up to the upper country.
Really, that irrigated bottom really lends itself to whatever a guy would want to do. If he wants to have a big cattle herd, or if he wants to primarily focus on the wildlife, he could make that bottom into whatever he wanted it to be.
Yes, he could, and it's very natural, great sub-irrigated ground. It is a turnkey ranch. It's a perfect template for somebody to come in and build their corrals, build their home, build their barn. A lot of locations to do that. You got views of Devil's Tower on the north side. Far northwest, you can see glimpses of the reservoir.
One of the great things about this ranch is location. With I-90 being on the south side of it, you have 2 exits entering this place. You're 10 minutes away from a grocery store. You know, just standing here in these ponderosa pines makes you feel like you're out west.
It really does, and like you said, the access is phenomenal. This would be a great central location to go in northeast towards Sundance, west towards Moorcroft. Just an excellent location.
Well, for more information on this ranch or any others, go to HaydenOutdoors.com.
For more information about any of the properties featured on Life on the Land, visit www.HaydenOutdoors.com. Introducing Hayden Outdoors Mercantile. Get your own Hayden Outdoors branded gear for your life outdoors and more. Offering a variety of branded gear and apparel, from finely crafted clothing, handmade leather accessories, field bags, knives, hats, and more from popular brands like Orvis, Otterbox, Hook, Cool, and Filson. So go to HaydenOutdoors.com, pick up your collection of Hayden gear, and join the stampede. Hayden Outdoors Mercantile. Ride for the brand.
It's what we've been waiting for all year. All the preparation. The early mornings and late nights. Hot, cold, wet or windy. Mother Nature isn't doing anyone any favors. From the piney woods of the south to the old-growth hardwoods of the east, through the ocean of Midwestern prairies and down deep into the marsh, you simply won't find more effective hunting camo. Gear for hunters, by hunters. Gear that works just as hard as those wearing it. Learn more about the world's best-selling camo at truetimber.com.
It can look like the hue of a deep blue sky, the shimmer of wheat waving in the wind. A riffle running restless next to a deep, calm pool. Or a wide open range reaching from horizon to horizon. Land means something different to everyone. Hunting, fishing, farming, ranching, buying, selling. Whatever land is to you, find it here. Hayden Outdoors, the brand that sells the land. For more information about any of the properties featured on Life on the Land, visit www.HaydenOutdoors.com.
Now let's head to Elk County, Kansas to check out a property Agent Stacy Callahan and Jim Elliott have listed, the Elk River Ranch.
One of my favorite features of this ranch is just the diversity in landscape with all the different food plots, travel corridors, the river, the creeks. You got the low elevations, you got high elevations. These deer come in these bottoms at night, they feed, and then in the mornings they head back up into the hills to bed during the day. And these travel corridors are just eat up with deer sign, rubs, big rubs, scrapes. It's just a joy to come in here and watch all this wildlife just pour out of these hills up and down in this river valley.
I tell you what, I couldn't agree more, and just the diversity of wildlife, and the good management, plenty of food plots. Just last evening I was sitting out overlooking one of these food plots. Had 25 deer, 11 turkeys, all at the same time.
Right. It's an amazing place.
Oh, it's an honor to be out here every time you get to come out.
It is. I think one of the good things about this ranch, and the reason why there's so much wildlife, is because of the size. You're over 3,000 acres, and it's all continuous, one huge block. You can manage your wildlife better in a ranch this size.
So, we've talked about it time and time again, but the diversity of this ranch, adding to it, we've got 409 acres of tillable production farmland, growing everything from wheat, soybeans, and even some dryland corn from time to time.
We've got alfalfa planted. We do winter food plots, fall food plots, corn feeders, all along this river. This Elk River covers about 3 miles, and that includes both sides of the river in certain areas. The habitat, the wildlife habitat, is just first class. We're seeing a lot of bucks well above 150 range. We're seeing some 170s. This ranch has produced in the past up to 190s. There is a large group of deer here, a large herd of deer here.
We've got one heck of a nice, we call it a lodge, but you know, it's a modern home, 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, built for entertaining. You know, it's got custom cabinetry, granite throughout, and then you've got a big stone fireplace that was crafted out of native stone, pulled right off of this ranch. I think just the diversity, you know, every corner you turn, you see something new, and on that south end, you've got pasture and cattle grazing opportunities. On this north end, you've got tillable production farm ground, and throughout, you've got wildlife just screaming at you. So I think just that wide variety and everything that it entails, put it all together, and you've got one heck of a package.
This segment of Hayden Outdoors Life on the Land is brought to you by True Timber, the world's best-selling camo. Outdoor Lending offers a consultative approach to farm and recreational land lending. With relationships in mind, Outdoor Lending's concierge service matches the lender with the appropriate lending partner. Outdoor Lending, where we find you the best loan for your land. Learn more at outdoorlending.com. At Hayden Outdoors, we truly value our team of professional land brokers and agents. They are knowledgeable individuals, share our love of the land, and are dedicated to excellent work ethics and attention to detail. We are currently seeking experienced land professionals from coast to coast to join the Hayden team. If you believe you're a good fit, please contact us at 866-741-8323. We look forward to hearing from you. This segment of Hayden Outdoors Life on the Land is brought to you by Western Heritage Consulting and Engineering. Envision, design, build.
Jason, man, it's a pleasure to be out here on a Big Fork Ranch. This place is amazing.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you guys are here. We're gonna try to chase the old bobwhite quail, Mr. Bob.
Good deal. Yeah. I mean, just driving through this ranch, you can see that the conservation effort and the effort to, you know, raise these birds and the time you put in to have the strips out here and the grass you have. I mean, I know it's probably a full-time job for you out here year-round.
Yeah, blessed to work here, and you know, conservation and quail habitat's a passion of mine, and man, I'm going to showcase it to y'all today.
Well, let's do it.
Let's have some fun.
Get these dogs out.
So while there are dinners and different events going on throughout the week, everything is centered around the hunt itself, with multiple teams competing in a point system, and I was curious to learn all about it.
So how does the scoring system work on this?
You know, so the Grand National score, there's our point, guys, right there.
Right there. Is that Oscar, is that right?
That's Oscar, and then Buck's on right here backing. With this wind, they may swing behind us, guys. Just be ready for that. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Here we go. Easy, easy. Nice shooting, nice shooting. You killed a double, buddy. Good shooting.
Pretty little birds, aren't they?
Amazing.
Golly. There's nothing like, I mean, I think if you do it every day, you correct me if I'm wrong, I don't get to do it but a couple, 2-3 times a year, but there's nothing like that first covey rise of the day.
I'm like the Michael Jordan of hunting. I get to do it professionally. So.
That's awesome.
So back on that scoring, Alan, so you just shot twice.
Yep.
Okay, so you got points for both birds, so now you have 200 points, plus you killed a double.
Okay.
Okay, so that's another 100 points bonus.
Oh,
so,
great. You're shooting good.
Right? Yeah.
I got 300 points if I don't kill another quail.
Just keep doing what you're doing.
While the original focus of the Grand National Quail Hunt is to showcase Oklahoma for economic development, which is still very much a factor in its continuation today, there's definitely been more of a focus on conservation efforts, with the decline of quail population throughout the years, and it was very educating walking around with Jason, learning about Oklahoma habitat and its effect not only on quail, but wildlife as a whole.
So what's kind of the, I mean, Oklahoma's got a rich history of bobwhite quail.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
so even more so toward Enid versus over here at Ponca City, we're more tall grass prairie.
yeah.
And then as you get to Enid, it transitions from tall grass to short grass ecosystem. You know, Oklahoma is the most biodiverse state of any state in the country. So, you know, we've got bighorn sheep and alligators, antelope, elk, whitetails, mule deer, black bears, you know. So quail's an indicator species. So if you can do really good habitat work for quail, you're gonna have big deer, you're gonna have turkeys.
So that's the thing about it, you know, once your primary focus is one critter, here it's probably the bobwhite quail, but by benefiting the bobwhite quail, you are helping every other animal in this area.
Right there, boom. There we go. Easy, easy. Whoop, come on up guys, whoop.
Nice shot, Brad.
It's on point again. Easy, easy. But, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, guys. Nice shot. Ooh, him in the legs. He just died right there in that thicket.
He just died, yeah. Right on the backside of it.
Dead. Should be right here.
Should be.
He's got it. This dog's got it too.
Be
ready for anything.
This one's the one I think is the dead bird.
This might be a different covey here. Let's
Can you go around this backside?
yeah. Brad, be ready right there in case a covey jumps. I'm gonna come in toward Alan.
A good shot.
Hunting these quail on such a well-managed property like this is an unforgettable experience. I mean, literally every time the dogs went to retrieve, they were pointing another bird. It is absolutely unbelievable the quail numbers that are obtainable with such intentional and proper management.
So quail are shrub obligates. So this is an important component to the prairie, you know, to escape predation and winter thermal cover. They've got to have this 4-foot shrubbery, you know, so you'll see a lot of this through the prairie.
To get your brush that you're talking about, your 4-foot brush or plum thickets, are those purposefully planted, or are they just
No,
from
they're
not
native.
brush hogging?
They're native, and you maintain them with fire. So you don't want too much of this brush. You know, this pasture's almost got too much. As you pan through here, there's too much of the shrub component, you know.
You want the little smaller.
So you want the smaller and more open, you know, because they don't eat brush and they don't eat grass, you know. So you need the forbs, you need the legumes, you need the stuff that they're eating and the stuff that attracts bugs.
It was eye-opening seeing the results of such intentional habitat management. And after stopping at the truck to grab a couple more dogs, we found ourselves in a challenging timber hunt.
All right, guys, do your best, kind of like the Boy Scout motto. Nice shot! Shot of the day, Oscar.
Good dog. You bring it to me? Thank you. Oh. Good little bobwhite quail. Probably wouldn't have found that one without your dogs just sneaking here.
That's good shooting, buddy. Alan, I'd stay about right there. I'll bring Brad right here in this gap. All right, here we go. Come on up. Nice shot.
Hey, what a way to end it. What a way to end it. Man, you talk about a pretty point to end the day on.
Yep.
That dog, then the other dog was sitting back over here backing it, and short green grass got up. You made a great shot on it. How long you been coming out to the Grand Nationals?
This is my 21st year.
21st year, coming from the East Coast every year.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's one of the neatest things about this event is, you know, the couple hundred people are here. They're scattered all across the country. It's a big fellowship. Everybody gets together with a couple of goals in mind: economic development and conservation, and growing these little bobwhite quail.
Well, and the great thing is you get to know everybody, and you can pick up the phone and call anybody anytime.
Yeah.
It's like you just saw them.
Yeah, it's like a brotherhood, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
Big thanks to all the folks and organizations who helped put on this historic event. It was fascinating getting to talk with everyone involved and learn about the history of the event, as well as compete in the hunt and the clay shooting competition. I had a fantastic time and honestly was happy to see that after all these years, I was still able to compete with some great shooters. What a cool event to take part in and learn about. And we love seeing it at Hayden Outdoors. And if you have a story or event you'd like featured on Life on the Land, be sure and let us know, because it's genuine folks all across this country that make this such a special place to buy up some ground and live life on the land.
For more information on any of our great properties for sale, please call 866-741-8323 or visit us online at haydenoutdoors.com.